Okay, so what I wanted to do is actually go into the dojo, and that's essentially where you need to go if you're gonna basically learn the fundamentals and the basics of the game. And what is kind of unfortunate about this is the fact that it focuses specifically on Jago, but hey, I mean, if you want to main a Shoto in this game nonetheless, then Jago is literally the perfect character for you because he's got his wind kicks, he got his fireballs, he has his shoryus, so literally the perfect character for, like for somebody that is trying to essentially get into the game. So before we get started, let me go ahead and put on my headset real quick. That way I could hear the game. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, like, it's very funny because I just woke up in the mood of just just explaining the game because I love it so much. But yeah, before we get started, I'll tell you, if you haven't already heard, a little bit of backstory of what got me into KI in the first place. So, a long time ago, I was maybe 4 or 5 years old when I had my very first kind of like experience with the game in general, and that was the Super Nintendo version of the original Killer Instinct. And I had not owned the game at the time. In fact, it belonged to one of my cousins, and my grandmother was able to essentially give us a opportunity to play the game at her house. And sure enough, that's what we ended up doing. And by we, I mean my cousins, my brother, and myself. And yeah, as the years went by, this video game series in particular is the one that kind of really made me into like an interested gamer. Sorry, but TLDR, I have a very long history with this series, so to hear that we were getting a reboot, sort of, just a new game in general, I was super stoked. And sure enough, here we are, almost 10 years later, and we're still waiting on a new game to be announced. So, hey man, we could still appreciate what we have at the moment because despite this particular game to be like full of setbacks at the time of its development, it somehow find a way to jump those obstacles and just finish up as a great product. So, 1 second. I hear myself in the background. I guess I didn't mute. But anyways, so for those who don't know, first off, Killer Instinct is a fighting game. Duh. And second off, it is definitely one of the lesser known fighting games when you compare it to like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, Soul Calibur, Guilty Gear, King of Fighters, you name it. And I think one of the main reasons is because of the fact that it has not had a lot of publicity. So I never really had the chance to shine to like the casual public. But of course, like me, there is a lot of diehard fans, whether they care about the lore, the gameplay itself, the characters. Man, we've been kind of just chilling in the shadows this whole time. And yeah, so today I'm just gonna give you guys a basic rundown and probably go through the dojo because it pretty much gives you pretty much everything on what the game is about. So let's freaking do this, man. And honestly, if you guys are genuinely interested, I have no problem going through every individual character and showing you guys the basics of them. Because, yeah, having played this game for like at least 8 years now, since I was able to own a Xbox One at the time, I have plenty of experience with pretty much everybody. So, yeah, simple, just walk forward. Honestly, with Jago in particular, he has pretty much the most balanced movement and stuff. You know, like average jump speed, you know, and then of course, not amazing movement, but just enough to kind of like be passable as a balanced character. And then backwards. And there you go, yeah. Ow. Oh, too soon. God damn it. I haven't played the dojo in so long. Alright, and yeah, there we go. So we're finally getting to the meat and potatoes of stuff. His crouching medium kick is actually pretty good in range, if I recall. And of course his overhead. I just noticed, why is the other Jago looking away on his profile picture? Huh. Okay. Alright, simple enough. Yeah, there we go, just basics. He's got pretty much everything, you know, like the overhead, pretty decent low range, and yeah, everything you would want from a Shoto, pretty much. His heavy is pretty good in range as well. Yeah, speaking of range, they pretty much just tell you how good they are. Didn't even need to move. There we go. This one's kind of okay. It's more of an anti-air option, yeah. And then you could easily cancel it into like a Shoryu or something if you want to kind of like follow a combo. Bam. This one, I love doing this move because it's great for a cross-up option. Yeah, see, kind of like that. Even the heavy kick is pretty good as a cross-up. Okay. Looks like the colors are pretty saturated, huh? Yeah, I wonder why that is. I wasn't even paying attention to like the picture of it, so. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, for some reason the saturation was like at 0 and it looked like that. That's kind of bizarre. But we got it fixed, thankfully, so let's go ahead and continue. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, I see. It makes more sense, it makes more sense. So yeah, with like the beginning of combos, you pretty much have oh wait, this is combo assist. Yeah, this is weird. I never use this. But it's an interesting option for people that, you know, aren't a fan of doing like the particular actual inputs for him. Yeah, see, there you go. And it's kind of neat that it does correspond to the actual like enders, or not the enders, but the linkers with the medium as well. There you go. Finish with the grab. There you go. What I do appreciate is the fact that every character is definitely unique in their own ways, because when you have like the combos and stuff, they all have their different types of enders to those particular combos, and they all do something that kind of differs on what you would want from them. Like, real quick, I'll get him to the corner here. So you got a wall splat ender, where you could do a follow-up if you have meter, or depending on the knockout meter right there. I did that totally on accident. That's funny. I'll just continue on with the stupid tutorial. Yeah, see, there you go. End it. Okay, anyways. I did it the regular way, and it still counts, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're getting into his normals. This one is great, but it's easily, it could easily be shadow countered. But it is plus on block, which is good for pressure. And then, of course, the range of this one is also pretty good, too. But the startup is relatively easy to kind of read. Uh-huh. There you go. Okay, so continuing on, of course, you got the typical both light buttons for the throw. And then, of course, that. Honestly, I kind of wish that they did something different with their front and back throws, but eh. There we go. And that's a tick throw. Just basically, you know, with block stun and just following up with something in particular to kind of throw off your opponent. Oh, snap. Alright, come on. Sweet. And nothing like the computer getting a cheap throw at me in the end. And there we go. This is the freaking the basic fireball boy. And what's cool is that I believe that during like a patch later on in the game's lifespan, you could actually hold it for a little bit more damage. And I love the spark effects in this game, by the way, man. Look at him fly. All over the place, like fireworks. And then, of course, you could hold it for that. And you can also cancel out of it, which is pretty cool. And here's the Shoryu. I do like that his voiceover for the Tiger Fury does depend on like the actual like light, medium, or heavy. Like the heavy's gonna be loud. And then just for fun, I'll show that you could do light into heavy, which is kind of nice. And yeah, like for a wake up option, Tiger Uppercut, which is basically what it is a pretty good option for just a wake up attack. And then, of course, you got this if you want to rush in. But if they do block it, it's very punishable. Especially if you use a heavy one kick. But at least with the shadow version of this, it does go through projectiles, which is pretty cool. One of the many reasons why he's top tier. And then this one's good for linkers. Like pretty good damaging linkers, especially the shadow laser sword. Plus the fact that the heavy version of laser sword is pretty good. It's plus on block too. So if somebody were to do double wind kick into heavy laser sword, it is both plus on block. So they cannot punish at all during that segment unless they have meter to shadow counter. Plus the fact that Shadow Endodukin, you could still go through the Shadow Endodukin with a Shadow Kick, which is pretty awesome. And then, of course, this is the more damaging Ender, as opposed to the other ones. Very good to finish off a combo, too. In fact, I'll show you just for fun. There you go. There goes like 45% with the basic-ass combo. And then, of course, yeah, this is that projectile invincible move right here. Mm-hmm. Oh, and they literally teach you how to do it too, which is nice. Just like that. Just goes through projectiles, which is really good. Oh shit, that confused me. Anyways. Didn't I just do this already? Okay, you wouldn't be able to do that in the game. Not 3 times in a row, at least. And yeah, this is the beginning of trying to figure out how to do combos. So just... this is a good combo starter. Or opener. And then you could just follow through with linker. Or an auto, excuse me. So we got sword into light. And then we got a jumping attack into heavy. There you go. And continuing with that, we have pretty much the ability to do whatever we want until the linker. There you go. Notice that they haven't been teaching us how to do the enders yet. Okay, and then the shadow linker. All the white part of the health right there, if you see on the top right, that is basically potential damage, which I'm pretty sure the game's going to talk about later. That is something you do not want to see on your side, because when you're getting hit constantly, it's going to increase even more. And if somebody were to use combo enter on it, it immediately gets taken away in addition to the regular damage that the combo does. So TLDR, that is going to hurt a lot. So you definitely want to try to avoid taking too many hits. Yeah, you see the white health is gone. And let's... oh, this is going to hurt too. Look at that damage, bro. 57%. Relatively simple combo, but it does get a lot more tricky in terms of particular characters too. And then yeah, here we go. This is literally what I was talking about. So the heavies obviously leave to the most potential damage, and then the lights, of course, being the least because they're quick. Alright. I was not trying to do that. Very little damage, just because they're quicker. And of course, you gotta end a combo if you want to maximize the damage. Bam! Yeah, definitely a lot more damaging. And then the combo limit meter. That's what this is right here in the middle. The middle left. And then once that breaks, bam. You just wasted an opportunity to finish off a combo. Bam! Very, very interesting fundies. And of course, this is what people, most people know Killer Instinct for. Yeah, so lights, mediums, punches, or heavies. Bam. You're gonna hear that a lot in this part. It doesn't make it any less hype, though. Ah, shit, I thought it was gonna be up. Damn it! There we go. Yeah, basically the same thing. We'll skip the combo breakers, because it does go in a little long. Let's see, where were we at? Auto doubles, performing ultras. Yeah, we'll go to 13. So yeah, that's a basic premise of like the combo breakers. The fact that you can break them, and then also the fact that during a combo you could also bluff. Kind of like that, which leads to a counter breaker, which is hype as all hell. And of course you got the ultra here. I do remember people kind of like complaining of the fact that it's not as quick and punchy and to the point as like the original ultras. But honestly, I appreciate the fact that it's kind of its own unique take on it. Especially their like musical ultras, and everybody has their own particular rhythms to it, which is pretty cool. Not to mention the fact that basically the music of the stage kind of corresponds to that as well. And every single person and character within the game has that benefit to it as well. So, needless to say, Mick Gordon, man, I feel for you, man. That must have been annoying and convoluted to go through with everybody, nonetheless. And then, of course, Cell Dweller, that ended up doing the rest of the stuff for Season 3. Okay, so... end it. Okay. And then, of course, into the Ultra, and you could just do Ultra Ender as well. Bam! Yeah, basically that. Uh. I used to have this as my freaking message notification. Sweet. Okay, so instinct mode. That's basically the yellow meter in the top there. Every character has their own kind of like take on instinct. And with Jago's in particular, his benefit from it is that if you use fireballs successfully on a character, you would essentially be getting some of your health back too. So, oh wow, I just heard him do more damage in the background. Okay, so we got that. Oh, I did that wrong. Oops. Alright, run it back. I did it wrong again! Bro, what is happening? Alright, so we got that. Into that. And basically just like that. You could also use it, Instinct, as a option to kind of bluff your opponents into trying to break something, so... Bam. Basic combo. Not to mention, it resets your freaking, your meter right there, which is pretty cool for combo potential. They taught us how to do this earlier, I don't get it. At least they tell me what kind of fireball it's gonna be. Oh shit. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, that basically give you a little bit of an idea of how to fight against zoners. And there you go, crouching medium is good for avoiding fireballs too. And not to mention this as well. And it gets devoured by the shadow version. Obviously. Okay, so this is where the combos can get a little tricky for new players. So just, you'll get used to it, honestly. You just, into shadow. And that does an immediate, I'm not even sure how to call it. Flip out, that's what it is. And it flips out back into the neutral state for the character. And you could try to throw them away with like more mix-up options. Oh wow, that didn't connect. Damn. Oh, I guess my meter didn't get filled up. That sucks. That is a little bit specific on the timing. There, that should... Oh my god, the meter. It's always the meter. Alright, we'll do it this time. That's gonna do it, yeah. All the hits. And there we go. We got the wall bounce option, and we could easily follow a combo afterwards. Okay, anyways. Bam! Really good for damage. Follow combo. Into a freaking Shoryu. Over 50%, man. That does really good damage. But of course, you had to use all your meter for it. And there we go. Cross-ups basically is just a way to kind of bluff your opponent on what side they're going to be blocking. And that's really good if you want to be decent with like fundamentals in fighting games. Yeah, I know how this works. Bam. Okay, that's a fake cross-up. That's a real one. That is not, and that is. So yeah, it's good for like after throws in particular because it'll give them some time to kind of recover. But of course, if you try, or if they try doing a wake up Shoryu, you're most likely gonna get hit. So just get in your opponent's head, essentially. Alright, so we'll skip again, and then we'll do the same thing. So, fake cross-up. Bam. Oh shit. I didn't do it soon enough. Bam. Okay. I could tell when it's fake or real. If they move a little forward, chances are it's going to be a real cross-up. And if they don't, it's going to be a fake. And I'm screwing that up right now. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so now that the cross-ups thing is done, we'll get into the anti-air stuff. There we go. So, like I said, you could cancel into that. Just like that. Yeah, you got pretty decent combo potential when you anti-air someone with Jago, which is pretty crazy. That's one option. And then of course you got that into this. Pretty decent with damage. But honestly what you do is just dependent on what you have in terms of meter. Doing manuals can be a little tricky for our new players because it is almost unforgiving on its timing. Because obviously in regular terms you would most likely see this, but if you can find a way to make it specific, you know, like if you can get between the time window of the manuals, then you get something like that, which is a lot harder to break as opposed to, you know, like the auto combos. Heavies and mediums in particular. So you get that as an auto. Bam. And you get that as a manual. And by the way, the linkers, the timing of them very much depend on what linkers that you do. So, I'll give you a quick example. If you're looking for, we're doing heavies for this in particular. So if you're doing a heavy wind kick, the timing is short and happens a little later during the linker. Just like that. And then as for the laser sword, it happens a lot quicker. Okay, hold on, hold on. Yeah, you see how it's a lot quicker? Okay, anyways. Bam! Just like that. So, it's a little... It can be a little tricky, and it does take some time. Not too much time to get used to. So, every character is different, like I said. The important thing is just knowing what the linkers are with the characters and knowing when to kind of utilize autos and manuals to your own benefit. So that way, the important thing of a combo is to kind of be unpredictable with it against an opponent, because if they are good at reading inputs and stuff like that, you're going to have a tougher time. So this game is a lot more mental than most other ones. Just because you're essentially still able to play the game in spite of being hit in the middle of a combo. There you go, we got the reversals. Bam. Okay, and then... Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's pretty much the go-to for, like, wake-up attacks. Oh, snap. Did not do it soon enough. There we go. And you can back out of potential grabs, so it's kind of a nice option there. There you go. And that's a good option there for like dashing into an opponent. Oh, I thought I backdashed. God damn it. Just like that. Yeah, this tutorial, or the dojo of this, is very much a way for people to kind of better understand Jago. So, whether you're trying to actually learn him, or you're trying to learn to play against him, that's what dojo's really good with. Oh, hold on. Into overhead. And then you got that. Into grab. And there you go. It's a good punish option if they're trying to wake up attack. Oh, I wanted to continue that. Bam. Neutral jump. Throw break. Oh, he's not doing soon enough. Okay. There we go. So yeah, you got plenty of options for wake-up attacks. Whether you're trying to temporarily delay yourself from getting hit, or you're just trying to punish immediately. Okay, well, there you go. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Very nice. Does a lot of damage. Hold on. The window to that one is very little. Okay, weird that didn't count. There we go. And I fucked it up. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, there you go. That's one option. Into that. Into that. The Fireball Ender of for Jago and specifically is actually really good for getting meter back. So, oh yeah, there you go. It shows us a little bit of how the hitboxes work. So you got that. Obviously, the red rectangle you see here is pretty much the reach of the character. You got that. And then, of course, this is also really good on range. And then the heavy kick, too, is also pretty good on range. And then, there you go. Bam! The trades. Huh. I like doing the traits in this. Not sure why. And then this is just some miscellaneous hitboxes here that we can do. Right? Hold on, let me try this. There we go. Oh, I'm on this side. That confused me. Bam. See, that's force blocking right there. This was always one of the weirder, like, aspects of the game, like force blocking. It momentarily, like, keeps them from going anywhere. And then, of course, frame data. Like I said, the freaking roundhouse is plus on block, which is really good. And then the light wind kick is pretty decent as well. Oh, hold on. There we go. Frame data, man. Anytime you hear somebody talk about frame data in a fighting game, chances are they kind of know a bit about how the game works. And I only say a bit, because it doesn't mean that you know everything. There's definitely a lot more to fighting games than you may think. And yeah, there we go. +2 on block, and then into bam. Alright, so that, into shadow. Oh, come on. Let me continue my combos. Hold on. Hold on a second. This one's specific. I need to do the medium punch a little sooner. Oh yeah, this was definitely one of the hard ones from what I remember. There we go. Alright, so there we go. That's frame traps. And now we go into the shadow counters. This is one of the features in this game that a lot of people don't really know how to do. So this is absolutely one of the most important things to know. For one, it's obviously both medium buttons. Bam! And then you immediately start a combo and then punish accordingly. Okay, so the first hit. There we go, just like that. Plus, it's kind of hyped to hear, too. Oh, after the first hit. I'm stupid, bro. There we go. I just gotta do it one more time. Bam, bam. And there you go. My meter's back. Oh, same thing. I gotta... Bam! After the second hit of roundhouse. Got it, got it. Yeah, see, and there are ways to kind of... If you have a feeling that somebody's going to try to shadow counter you, there are ways to kind of get through it because it only grants you one hit of armor. So, you got to be careful with it. Oh, shit. Okay, so do this 4 more times. Two more times. Uno mas. Come on. There we go. Doing shadow counters is fun, man, but you just gotta be careful. And of course, you got the resets. So... It's a reset. It's an overhead. Oh, weird. There we go. It's a reset. Bam! Just like that. Not always guaranteed, but it's good as an option if you want to kind of throw your opponent off a loop. Okay, let's try this again. It's a reset. That's not it. Alright, got it. Look at that potential damage gone. Good lord. Okay, so... wall bounce. Reset, huh? So, jump. Not to mention that is, considered a, cross-up, too, so... That also has its benefits. Here, let's get into the wall first. So even though that's technically considered a reset, that's also considered as a combo ender as well. And you could also tech it too if you're the opponent, so you're technically not, it's not impossible to break out of. And then that's one of the traits of Jago, where he could do essentially around the world, where you could do the heavy button into medium, into heavy, into medium, into light, into heavy again. That's what that is, essentially. Oh, yeah, the counter breakers, right. This is one of the hyper parts of the game, for sure. And trust me, if you go on any, like, tournament, like KI tournaments, and you see somebody pull off a counter breaker, most of the time, you'll hear the crowd pop off because it does not happen often in high-level play. So... yeah, it's hype as hell, dude. Okay, so we got... oh, we got some juggles. We're gonna figure this out again. Okay, this is the basic one for Jago here. Yeah, his juggles are actually kind of fun. And of course, this one we learned earlier. This one, I gotta wait for the meter to come back. Okay. Oh, that was the wrong one. Shit. Okay. I gotta wait for the meter to come back now. Never mind. I'm not doing it soon enough. I think that's the problem. Yep, that's definitely the problem. There we go. Go into that, and bam. That's a couple juggle options, but there's definitely a lot more creativity that you can have with it. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Go over here. Thank you. Okay. How did that cancel out? What the hell? Yeah, why does that cancel out? Huh. I do not know why it does that. Anyways. We'll make it work. Oh, come on now. Run it back. There you go. Alright, so we got into this. Bam. Into the heavy. Personally, I don't rely on Shadow Wind Kick as a jump go option, because depending on where the opponent is in the air, it can whiff, and ultimately that gets you punished. So that's why Shadow Endoduken is like, or Endokuken is the more reliable option, especially if you have Instinct on. Oh, we're doing some more breaking. Bam. Yeah, the breaking the mediums. Yeah, you kind of get the premise of that one. So let's go into the more let's see here. Yeah, because we just did frame traps. We did, yeah, so this is literally the last part. Okay, at this point, This is more of just flexing what you could do with the character. So, obviously, it can look a little overwhelming, but most of it is pretty simple because there's a little bit of repetition in here. Gotta do this, and then do it again. Just like that. And then, yeah, this is one where people are like, okay, I'm out. I think I know how to play the game now. So, again, this is one of the more repetitious ones. Yeah, see, kind of like that. Into that. Instinct. Look at the damage. That does 87%, man. But of course, that is incredibly easy to break, so... There's a method to the madness. That's what matters. Yeah, that's one of the more fun ones to do. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't have my meter full. That's bizarre. Okay, reset. There we go. Get to this. There we go. Bam! And I think this is the last one. Oh, I had to wait for the meter to come back. God damn it. That's fine. We'll run it back. I think that's everything. So yeah, needless to say, if you complete this entire dojo, chances are this taught you a lot about how to essentially play as Jago and to play against him. So this is kind of the best option for people that are new to the game to kind of understand a little bit more about it. Because, yeah, like, if you play this game in particular, one of the most important things to be able to do is a combo break. And, yeah, just to prevent the other person from, like, maximizing their damage against you. And then, of course, there's way more to it than aside from just punching and throwing fireballs and, you know, like, all the way up to a person's depletion of their meter. So, yeah, man, we made it to an hour. Needless to say, it's a pretty good amount of time to hopefully get you guys a rough idea of how the game works. The dojo does a really good job in showing you the ropes, but if you are trying to pick up a character in particular that obviously isn't Jago, the rest of it is pretty much brought into the person to kind of figure it out, know their special moves, know what, a little bit, not saying all, but a little bit of their frame data to know what works and what doesn't. And then, of course, their combo potential as well. So, that's going to do it for now, y'all. If you are interested in me kind of doing a small, but simple breakdown on each character, feel free to let me know on Twitter or whatnot, because I am genuinely interested in showing you guys a little bit more of what Killer Instinct is about, because it is a fun game overall, and I do hope to get more people into it, because it is definitely, like, for one, it's one of my favorite fighting game, like, or my favorite video game series of all time. And two, man, it's nice to have a community like this where it's very supportive on, the series itself. And so the more people we have playing this game, the more likely chance that we are going to have a new game to be released. But as of right now, we are pretty much in limbo, waiting until that does happen. And yeah, man, patience. That's all we could really ask for. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate it. And then I'll catch you guys later. Fight on, everyone.